Ladies and gentlemen, this video is brought to you from an empty room in my newly purchased property. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm going to quickly show you my view from this room. It's very distracting, I have to say, so I'll probably be filming more in this room. You must obviously notice the difference in the environment. I'll probably be filming more in this room, but let me show you the view. Let me show you what I can see from out here. So I can see there's a train track right behind here. I worried about this when we were looking at the property, but it's so quiet that I can barely hear the train passing, except of course if I open my windows, which will probably be in the summertime. But there's allotments. I don't know if you can see the allotments where people are like planting their homegrown foods, and I think it's quite nice. There's lots of greenery here, and I think it makes for a nice clear air for us to breathe in, despite having the train go past, which of course I think the trains don't even have that much emission. But anyway, so yeah, that's that allotment. So a little bit of a sneak peek / life update. Not me putting a plant here to make this room look a little bit lived in. But hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking to you about how I stayed up to date with the pharmacy profession whilst on maternity leave. How have I managed to keep up? Why am I even keeping up in the first place? Like, don't I just want to be off and just stay off? Don't I just want to, escape from work and not have to deal with thinking about work or anything related to work? I've been thinking about it a lot, and I'm doing quite a few things to keep myself in the loop in terms of with the pharmacy profession, just so when I go back to work, which I intend to, I don't feel like I've literally fallen off the bandwagon and I'm struggling to jump back on. It's not been easy, and I feel like it takes a special kind of person to actually do this, and I think you're a special kind of person because you've clicked on this video. So it's not easy because you have to intentionally set out time to do these things that I've listed in this video, but I believe it's not impossible. It's doable, and it will help you in the long run. Imagine leaving work for an entire year and going back, and a lot has changed. We all know that the pharmacy profession changes a whole lot very frequently, and it's not unknown for people to be off for even a month and come back and there's been lots of changes, and they're not trying to keep up with those changes. If you want to know exactly how I've been making sure that I stay on top of the changes that are happening, maybe not every single thing, but as much as possible, then keep watching this video. If you're new to my channel, my name is Faith. I'm a pharmacist living and working in the United Kingdom, and I bring you everything pharmacy related. How am I staying up to date, you might ask? So the first thing that I've been doing to stay up to date is I've been attending occasional work meetings with my team at work. Yes, I know that sounds crazy, and some people probably even tell me off for doing this while on maternity, but I know the advantage I'm going to get out of it. The first thing is to stay up to date with my team members at work. So that depends on how your team is structured. I feel like mine is structured in a way that I can do that easily. So we have team meetings once every week on Tuesdays, and I said to my manager that I'm going to be joining the team meetings every other week or as time permits. And I found that on these team meetings, a lot of changes are happening that they're discussing, and I'm able to have a say. I'm able to note down these changes. I'm able to just stay abreast of what's changing, not just even with the pharmacy profession, with the team as well. Imagine going to work, and then you guys are filing documents a certain way, or you're doing things a certain way, and then things change while you're on maternity, and you come back and you go back into the office and everything is so different. Oh my god, that would throw me off balance, trying to learn everything all over again. So keeping in touch with my team in that way, by having team meetings once every other week or once every so often when I'm able to, I've managed to try and stay doing it every other week so far, and it's worked. But I did give myself my first 2.5 months off without doing any such thing, 2.5 to 3 months, and then I've just started to go back into those meetings, because obviously you do need a break, especially as a newly newly initiated mom, as a new mom, you do need a break. So don't go into doing all these things straight away. Take your time. When you start feeling like it, when you start feeling like you're able to catch a breather for a few minutes, then start to incorporate doing some of these things, if not all. So yeah, I've been joining my team meetings, and I have to say I have not regretted it for 1 minute that I'm taking an hour out of my busy schedule to join this team meeting, discuss what's going on, and it also helps me feel great about still practicing somehow. Even though I'm not actually dealing with patients, somehow I'm still able to contribute to, you know, the thought processes, the changes, everything that's happening within the team, and from a professional point of view as well. So the next thing I've been doing, I started my clinical diploma when I was about 5 months pregnant, and I've been keeping up with that, though not as much as I would like. But that's one thing. Continuing professional development by either completing online courses or, you know, doing a course that allows you flexibility to just pick up your study materials and study every so often, just so you have an idea what's happening and you still keep your clinical knowledge. You're not having to use your clinical knowledge every day. I would recommend something clinical. You're not having to use your clinical knowledge every day, so it might remain dormant, and when you go back in, you might start to feel like you've forgotten a few things. So what I'm doing is doing my clinical diploma to help me, you know, just keep brushing up my clinical skills despite me not using it at the moment. I have to say, I've not picked up the study materials every day, but I've picked them often enough to still keep myself feeling like I still got this, and I'm still going to feel like my patients are in safe hands when I do go back to work. If you can't do this, it's absolutely fine. You just might find it a little bit more difficult when you get back into work, but that's okay too. If you can, this is one thing that I suggest doing. You know, complete online courses. CPP has got online courses that you can complete. Some of them are free, some you have to pay for, some you can ask your organization to sponsor. And these courses that I've mentioned, these platforms that I mentioned to do online courses, apply to people living in the UK. Someone has asked me recently about courses that she can do in Nigeria. I am going to look into that, and if I come across any of those, I will let you know. But if you're a Nigerian pharmacist and you know any free courses or courses that are relevant to practice in Nigeria or worldwide that you can access from Nigeria, let me know in the description box, so you can send it to my email just so I can share that as well. Another really good way to stay up to date, and this one I feel like everyone should do it at some point while they're on their break, for 2 reasons. It's really good. I've not yet locumed, but I will be locuming, and I would not do this very frequently, bearing in mind my current lifestyle. I will not do it frequently, but I would definitely locum at some point or the other on my maternity leave. So if you have a long break and you've got the opportunity to locum, why not? So I stumbled upon the Locate a Locum app when I was leaving community pharmacy, and it's literally been my best friend when it comes to locuming for many reasons. Number one, I can literally wake up on a day where I feel like I would be off and feel like I want to locum and find a shift that day. And number two, it's a nice way to make some extra money. So with my current lifestyle as a new mom who has a demanding child, I don't think I can locum just yet, but once she starts getting into solids, I would start to incorporate locuming back into my routine. And Locate a Locum honestly is going to be the best thing that's ever happened. A lot of locuming jobs you have to plan in advance. I can't plan a lot ahead right now, so my husband tells me he's got day off and I can give him the baby, find a shift and go on work. It's going to keep my brain fresh. It's going to keep me in the loop. It's going to help me to stay in touch with pharmacy teams, and this is important for my current job actually. It's also important for knowing exactly what's still happening and what has changed in the pharmacy profession as it pertains to community pharmacy and even also PCN, primary care network, because community pharmacy is considered a part of the primary care network. So locuming is a really good avenue. If you haven't got the Locate a Locum app yet, I'm not sure what you're waiting for. Download that app if you're someone who thinks you're going to want to use this locuming avenue every so often to keep abreast of what's happening in community pharmacy. It does not tie you to having to do certain shifts. You can just wake up and pick a shift and go. How beautiful is that? The next thing that I do, and I already did this even while I was practicing, and I still continue to do, is staying signed up to, you know, RPS or chemist and druggist, news outlets that let you know what's changing and what's staying and what's, you know, being scrapped in the pharmacy profession. I get emails regularly from, you know, outlets like chemists and druggists, you know, giving us updates on who's the new, like, health secretary, or if a drug is gone out of circulation, they will let you know. Or for example, if they even send CPD materials. How good is that? They will send you materials for studying to just keep you abreast. It could be heartburn, indigestion. They could tell you new things that has changed in the guidelines for treating indigestion over the counter. So stay signed up to Pharmaceutical Journal, Chemists and Druggists. Stay signed up and you will get news coming into your inbox. A lot of them you might not even be able to read, but say for example you're breastfeeding or you're looking after your baby and you have a minute to scroll through your phone, you see the headline and they'll let you know exactly what they want you to take out of that news that you've just read. How beautiful is that? I think it's really good because it's helped me. I mean, 5 months out of my maternity leave has passed and I still somewhat feel like I'm not completely lost on my pharmacy profession, if you see what I meant. The thing that I do personally to stay abreast is keeping in touch with my friends who are pharmacists. So I have friends who are pharmacists and we have a group chat actually where we discuss all things, you know, pharmacy related. We have casual conversation on there as well, but say for example my friends are still working. Say for example they come across a difficult patient case and they can't tackle it on their own, they send it to the group chat. And what does that do? That gives me an opportunity to keep my brain working. That gives me an opportunity to, you know, go and look up something that I probably have not heard of before, and, you know, brainstorm together, and then we come to a conclusion on how we feel is best to approach. And funny enough, sometimes we can all have different ways of approaching the case, and you learn from each other. You learn from each person's approach and you can refine your own approach to suit what you feel is best in your practice. So I feel like keeping in touch with my friends, if you don't already have a group chat right now with your pharmacist friends, go and make that group chat. It's going to help you a lot. You guys should, you know, have light-hearted conversation, discuss things that happen in day-to-day life. But when you've got a clinical dilemma, that's where you want to drop it on so you can have, you know, conversations that matter in terms of keeping your clinical skills up to date and keeping your clinical skills challenged. You have conversations that matter with your peers. And I can't say that I'm perfect at doing all of these things, but I'm trying my best and I'm pretty confident that by the time I'm ready to go back into work, I won't feel like I literally fell off the bandwagon and I'm trying to like scramble back on top of it. So yes, these are the things that I've been doing, and thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you enjoyed this video, leave a thumbs up or leave a comment in the comment section below. If you have video suggestions, please drop them in the comment section. My email address is on the screen as well. Send me an email. I will be responding to emails soon if you've already dropped me one. But send me an email and I will definitely see your email and get back in touch with you. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel, and hello to our new space. I'm going to be doing up this space. So at the moment, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with it. Let me know, guys, if you want to meet my baby briefly. Just give me a comment in comment section below. Would you like my baby to come and say hello to you guys? I think she's part of the team. She's my production manager. If she doesn't let me work, I won't work. So she's my manager. She manages my time for me right now. So it would be nice for you guys to meet a member of our team. Anyways, I hope you guys are having a lovely, lovely, lovely day. I'm doing good on maternity. I'm having a good time. It's been a little bit stressful, I'm not going to lie, but yeah, God is seeing me through. I will catch you guys in my next video. I've got a link in the information section below that you can click if you already haven't got the Locator Locum app. Join the app, and once you've worked your first shift with Locator Locum, you will get some money paid into your account as a new joiner, and I also will get some money paid into my account. So feel free to download the Locator Locum app if you're not already familiar with it, and let me know what benefits you gain from even having that app months into having it. I would like to hear your feedback.